Tales. We're here about to enter chapter 20. Getting closer to the end if it's at 25. But if it's at 28, we're not that close yet. A month, that's all I've got. Fashion week is creeping close and I really need to get my butt into gear if I want to be able to finish my collection time. I've got all the materials I need. Now I simply have to construct it. I throw myself into my work, tending the boutique during the day and working on my designs at night. I've barely got any time to do anything else. A week passes by in a blink of an eye. Sarah's coming over today as she promised to help out. I didn't expect for Kevin to tag along as well. Hey! Sarah greets me. Hello, Michiko. Hope you don't mind I came as well. I shake my head. No, not at all. When I told him I was going to help you out with your designs, Kevin suggested he come too, since he knows how to sew. Kevin rubs the back of his neck and flashes me a timid smile. I major in fashion, so why not, right? I break out into a big grin. Thank you. Having some extra hands would really help me out. Sarah pumps her fist in the air. Alright, show me what I can do. I give Sarah the task of cutting some of the patterns, whereas Kevin gets to sew the parts together using my sewing machine. This looks like nothing to me, Sarah says, a little confused as she holds up a piece of transparent paper. Well, you're cutting out patterns, the shapes that will make up the dress, I explain. And I'm sewing them together, Kevin pitches in. Right, once Kevin's got it all sewed up, I can make corrections. Then I can cut it out of the real fabric. Aha, so you're making some sort of mock-up, she asks. Sort of, yeah. It's kind of like a blueprint. Gotcha. Sarah was like, bro, wait a second. I'm not doing anything helpful. I think it's really cool. The sketches look great so far, says Kevin. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you're helping me today. There's so much I had to do within a month. I sigh deeply as I pin one of the patterns up on the mannequin. Not to mention I've got to hire models. But that's the fun part, Sarah chuckles. Maybe for you, but for me it's an exhausting process. Some of them can be a pain to deal with. Have you got any specific model in mind? Asked Kevin. Not at all. I don't have that kind of money. I'm forced to go with amateurs. You could always ask Kevin to model for you, says Sarah with a wink. Huh? Kevin looks up from the sewing machine. You're tall, kind of lanky. I'm sure you look good in a dress. I can't help but laugh as Kevin starts stuttering. I'd rather just stick to watching. Sarah walks over to Kevin, throws a piece of fabric around his shoulder, tying it up like a scarf. See, you'd be a good model, she jokes. I could get my makeup, I suggest. Kevin's eyes start to widen. But, my phone beeps with a message and I grab it from my desk to check. Sarah continues to tease Kevin in the background as I check my message. It's from Caine. Still busy with work. Yep. Sarah and Kevin came over to help out, though. They're there right now. Why? Want to come over? Why is that a fierce choice? After that, I don't get a response from Caine anymore. Bummer. I haven't seen him all week, though we've kept in contact with each other through text. I really want him to start using SnapPic, though, the app where you can snap selfies and disappear after a couple seconds. I miss seeing him. When I put my phone down again, I see Sarah messing around with Kevin, holding both of his wrists and trying to wrestle him out of the chair. Michiko, help! He cries out when he makes eye contact with me. I giggle in response. Sarah, try not to ravish Kevin in my boutique, please. Sarah releases Kevin with a whine. Party pooper. Kevin just looks at me with thankful eyes. Everyone gets back to work. With two people giving me a hand, things are proceeding much more smoothly. Kevin managed to actually stitch together one of the muslin dresses, which means I can actually start transferring it over to the real fabric. I pick up a roll of the dark velvet that I bought and start measuring out the pieces. I'm distracted by another chime on my phone. Open up. No, what do you mean? You locked your store. Immediately, I look up from my phone. He's here. I quickly rush to the front of my boutique. Aww, Caine! The door chimes as Caine enters. What are you doing here? I ask, completely surprised he came over. Don't you have work as well? Nah, I traded my shift with someone else. I'm free. Caine stuffs his hand into his pocket, trying to appear cool and aloof. I'm so glad you came. I say with a smile. Those words alone make Caine try and contain the grin on its face. Oh, he looks so pleased. No big deal, I've got nothing else to do. Not like you had work to do, but did you come over to help me out then? I can't be the only one not lending a hand, he mutters, referring to Sarah and Kevin. Well, there's a lot of work you could help me with for sure. I start walking towards the back room. Caine quickly catches up to me. I don't know much about clothes, but I don't mind helping you out with some stuff. Thanks, Caine, that means a lot. I'm so happy everyone is lending a hand. I could easily finish my work on my own, but everyone is so eager to offer their help. And I'm really happy Caine is here too. I guide Caine to my workroom. The scene in front of me makes me freeze up. Caine stands next to me, wondering why I stopped walking. Then he sees it as well. Kevin is on the floor with Sarah on top of him. She's holding a measuring tape. In fact, she's using it to tie his wrist. They both stare at me with wide eyes, like deer caught in headlights. What the fuck? I can't help but gasp out loud, cutting out Caine's swearing. This isn't what it looks like, Sarah starts. Sarah, what the fuck is this? Sarah, what the fuck is this? Kevin tries to hide his red face, but can't do much when Sarah is on top and straining his wrist. Caine looks repulsed. What the hell's going on here? He demands to know. Sarah, I told you not to ravish him in my boutique. I'm not, she denies. No one in the room believes that. I was just trying to get his measurements, she says with a confident tone. I want to die, Kevin whimpers. Are you trying to see which size handcuffs you should get? Caine scoffs at her. Sarah generally thinks that one over for a second. Sarah, chastises her. What? Don't look at me. It's Kevin's fault. I tripped over the tape. That's the same excuse they use in porn. Caine points out. I turn red at his comment. Kevin looks even worse off. Please, Sarah, could you get off of me now? Kevin murmurs. Alright, fine. Sarah finally lifts herself up from Kevin. Kevin awkwardly slinks away like a worm, crawling behind my crafting table and hiding from the rest of us. Oh, come on. Don't be like that, says Sarah with a sigh. I'm so embarrassed. We're in Michiko's boutique, says Kevin timidly. Caine turns to me. When you said those goons were helping you out, is this what you actually meant? What? No, of course not, I say a little flustered. Caine walks around the crafting table and facing Kevin, who is still slumped down and having a midlife crisis. You're so whipped, Caine. Says Caine smugly. Kevin groans out loud. Wait, did Kevin just give in to Sarah? Cheerfully, Sarah just points at the patterns on the table. Look, I finished it at least. I shake my head at her in disapproval. Come on, Caine, I'll show what you can do. As I teach Caine some tricks so he can help me out, eventually we're all hard at work prepping my designs. It's mostly just the pattern work, but I'm so glad they're here. Despite the earlier mishap, the atmosphere is friendly and casual. Caine is a stark contrast from the first time we all met up together at karaoke. Right now he's actually having a conversation with Kevin. Hey Michiko. Caine tries to get my attention. Yeah, what's wrong? Can't figure out the patterns? No, I was just thinking, why not shape it like this so it could save on some fabric? Caine draws a finger on top of the muslin fabric. I shake my head. Caine doesn't have to go that far to help out. He only needs to follow my instructions. I'm good. I've already got everything planned out. No need to worry about saving fabric. He stares at me for a little, giving me an odd look. Then he shrugs and takes a step back. Alright, it was just a suggestion. Soon enough, he's back at work. After a couple of hours, though, everyone is tired and ready to go home. The place is a mess, but I can clean it up by myself. Thank you so much for helping me out. I'm ahead of schedule now, thanks to you guys. No problem. I just want to see those designs coming down the catwalk, says Sarah with a huge smile. I didn't mind. It was definitely a learning experience for me, Kevin mentions. Caine quietly stands near my computer. He doesn't look like he's getting ready to leave. Anyways, I'm hungry. I really need to eat something, Sarah sighs loudly. Why don't you eat a dinner? Kevin suggests. Oh, bold move, Kevin. How can I let a poor student treat me to dinner? Sarah feigns shock. I'll pay for my share. Deal? Kevin simply smiles at her. Alright. We'll let ourselves out. Sarah winks at me. Sure, enjoy your dinner, guys. The both of them exit my workroom and eventually leave the boutique. It's just me and Caine. I sigh as I look at the floor. There's scraps of muslin and paper everywhere. I take out a broom from the closet and start sweeping the place. Wordlessly, Caine starts gathering some of the supplies and storing them away. I want to ask him if he's planning on going home, but I rather like that he's still here. It feels like our date was ages ago. I throw away the trash and store the broom back in the closet. Caine picks up the measuring tape left on the crafting table. His cyan eyes meet mine. A silence stirs between us as we both think back at the moment with Sarah and Kevin. We burst out into laughter. I can't believe what Sarah's doing to the poor guy, I say. Poor, it looks like he was enjoying it from where I was standing. I shudder to think that would have happened if we walked in a little later. I could tell you exactly what would have happened. I quickly wave my hands around. No, I don't want to hear it. Caine simply laughs again at my reaction. By the way, it was cool to see you working like this. Me, I asked, confused. Who else? Kevin? Caine scoffs. Of course I was looking at you. Whoa, my heart rate is rapidly increasing. He boldly claimed he was looking at me. Realizing what he said, Caine awkwardly looks away, turning a little red. I mean, no, I wasn't looking at you. He saw it in the eyes. How typical of Caine. Never being honest with himself. He's like a grouchy cat that wants attention from his owner, but then scratches them when they get pet. It's so cute, I giggled to myself. Caine stops talking. What? Did I say something funny? I shake my head. No, I was just thinking you were kind of cute. Huh? Caine looks perplexed. Cute? Yes, you're always quick to deny anything that makes you embarrassed. He growls at me. I do not. Oh, he's flustered. That makes him even cuter. Pinch. Before I can hold myself back, I'm pinching Caine's cheek. What are you doing? He snaps at me. I can't help it. Stop being so adorable. Is my flimsy excuse. I'm not. I shake his cheek a little bit just to torture him a little longer. Let go! He cries out in despair. Caine eventually tears himself away from my devilish fingers, rubbing his cheek as if I offended him deeply. He glares at me in such a pitiful way. I can't help but laugh at him. Stop laughing! Why? I can control my laughter all of a sudden. Because, he replies most intelligently. He stops his foot on the ground like a petulant child. Or else. What are you gonna do? Make me laugh even more? Alright, I'll stop laughing, he asks nicely. No, what are you gonna do? He's probably gonna kiss us or something. Caine doesn't like the fact that I'm laughing in his face, so more and more he narrows his eyes at me. Then he places the palm of his hand on my chest and pushes me so that whoa so that I stumble backwards against the table. In a second, Caine is hovering over my body, planting a hand on the edge of the table, trapping me. Oh, I'm so scared. You pushed me up against the table, I mock him. You should be scared, he says in this menacing tone. Again, what are you going to do? I look him in the eye, challenging him. My stomach fills up to the brim with butterflies. I'm going to kiss you. Then shut up and kiss me, you fool. I don't know who moves first, but our lips smash against each other. We're kissing a whole lot and flirting a whole lot for, you know, just friends. Can we finalize that? Can we be a couple? Alright. But our lips smash against each other, erupting a spark of fireworks inside of me. My eyelids close in response. I sigh against Caine's lush lips. They are so, moist and hot. Who am I kidding? I've been longing for this. I wrap my arms around his neck to pull him closer. I want to feel his body against mine. Caine positions himself better so that one hand braces himself against the table and the other tangles itself within my hair. Scrubbing against the nape of my neck, it gives me a pleasurable tingle all over. Caine moves his lips in sync with mine. We keep pulling back the slightest bit just to meet each other again halfway. He plants a short burst of kisses on me. It's rough and without finesse. We both part to take in a deep and raspy breath. I open my eyes to see Caine staring at me with half-closed eyes and a red face. I'm so weak to that look. He licks his lips. That's what you get for calling me cute. Are you saying I should call you cute more often or not? I decide to ask. If that's all it takes to get Caine to kiss me, I'll purchase a thesaurus and call him every imaginable synonym to the word cute in the world. My knees feel wobbly with Caine this close to me. My brain going, kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. Shut up, brain. Caine averts his eyes and pauses for a small moment. He knocks his forehead against mine, closing his eyes with a sigh. Well, if he's not going to say anything, I will. I think you're very cute, Caine, I whisper softly. There's not much time to react. All I see is a wave of red hair on my face, and suddenly he practically crawls on top of me. Caine only takes a second to gaze into my eyes, but it feels like the longest second of my life, staring into those cyan orbs. I'm left gasping when Caine lowers down his face and captures my lips with his. I respond to his touch, closing my eyes and pushing back against his lips, a sense of urgency and passion building up inside of me. Caine is rough with his touch, not being gentle with my lips as he ravishes them, sucks on them, drags them down with his teeth. His teeth! And yet I shiver at everything he does. I can't find fault with it. I respond in kind, but being just... I respond in kind, being just as harsh with my movement as he is. I can't read. This might have to be the last episode. I cannot read. Our lips angrily slide across one another until they feel raw. Caine's body writhes and squirms against mine, heightening my senses. As Caine starts to nibble on my bottom lip, he draws out a loud and low groan from me. It feels good. I finally free one of my hands from his grip and plunge it into his soft hair, raking my fingers across his scalp and pushing him closer until our teeth painfully collide. Ow! But that doesn't stop us, not one bit. I've been wanting this so bad. No way in hell am I going to stop now. Caine nips at my lip. The sting hurts, yet feels so pleasurable at the moment. I retaliate by scratching the back of his head with my nails. He likes that, though. This causes Caine to release a low moan from his throat. It vibrates throughout my body. Again, do it again. Okay, we got some tongue action here. Caine finally gives my lips a break from all that gnawing, and this time he touches them with his wet and hot tongue. He trails the grooves and edges of my lip, teasing me by going at a deliberate, slower pace than before. I hike up my thigh in between Caine's legs, causing his body to shift forwards, and his tongue slips into my open mouth where I'm ready and waiting for him. Our smoldering hot tongues connect, and I don't know whose gasp it is that I hear ringing in my ears. Could be both of us, I don't know. My body is shivering at the electricity that's being generated as Caine's tongue twirls around mine. It's so hard to breathe. I push Caine's tongue back with full force, and I enter his own hot mouth where we dance around, causing sparks to fly. Caine moans right into my mouth. Oh god, that's so hot. Make more of those sounds. You know, I'm all down for this, right? But I'm not trying to be friends with benefits. Using both arms, I embrace him completely, and I arch my back into his body, wanting to feel all of him against me. His body is like a warm and heavy blanket that I don't ever want to remove. Caine grinds his hips into me. I can feel him pushing my knee down as his hand slips underneath my skirt. His touch feels too electrifying. I'm buzzing everywhere. He makes eye contact with my skin. His fingers rest on the inside of my thigh, then he plunges his tongue into my mouth, making me unable to do anything besides respond and meet him halfway. I dig my fingers into his back. I want nothing more than to continue this, to escalate. I want Caine. Ooh. Caine's tongue slips out of my mouth, taking away all this heat with him. My eyes fly open to look at him. He's full of lust and whatever the hell that word is, and his gaze is directed at me. It's exactly like that night in the cabin. I'm filled with an even bigger desire to have him right now. Caine tears his eyes away from me and then uses the hand on my cheek to flick his thumb against my lips. What? I turn my head a little to kiss it. With my neck now exposed, Caine dives in. His lips feel like they're spreading a fever across my body when he plants them on the side of my sensitive neck. What is this word? Writhe? It has a writhe, right? Beneath him, biting down on my lip, squeezing my eyes shut as Caine sucks on the patch of skin there. A moan escapes from my mouth. Oh my god, every time I hear that noise, it sounds like someone stepped on a pencil and it cracked in half. I thrash about and accidentally manage to kick the box of supplies on the table, making it fly off. The box collides against my mannequin, which topples over. Caine quickly pulls me off the table, crushing me against his chest as the mannequin flops down on the spot where I was lying only a second ago, and then rolls off towards the ground. I am panting against his chest, my heart is going out of control. Oh wait, that's not my heartbeat, that's Caine's. I can hear it thump like mad. You okay? He asked breathlessly. Yeah, I think so. I pushed myself away from Caine, shaken up by a sudden interruption. I check up on the mannequin which had my designs pinned on it. Oh no, I cry out. Some of the muslin patterns have fallen off. Caine inspects the damage as well. Is it ruined? I shake my head. No, nothing is torn. I just need to pin it back up. I spent so much time getting it just right though. I have to do it all over again. Bashfully, Caine looks down at his feet. Sorry, he mumbles. It's okay, it wasn't your fault. Though maybe having Caine around my work isn't such a good idea. Things can get heated between us, and I'd rather not have sharp objects lying around when it does. Do you need help fixing it? He asked. No, I'm good. I'll do it myself. I think we should probably call it a night, though. You need to eat as well. Caine scratches his nose. I'll be more careful next time. Hearing him say that there will be a next time gets my face all flushed again. I smile at him. Sure. Let me walk you to the door. Yeah, sounds good. I finally say goodnight to Caine and he leaves the boutique. Oh, thank God my fucking throat. I could not read anymore if you kept going. But we are done for today's episode. You will definitely see me in a different outfit because your girl can't read no more. Not today. I'm gonna just be more flustered if I have to read something else like that again. But we are now heading into chapter 21 in the next episode. So there is either 4 episodes left or there's 7 episodes left. So whichever one. But I hope you guys are enjoying Caine's story so far. The guy has definitely grown on me. He is still very much adorable. I haven't said anything other than he's very cute in this route. I can't recall what I call Dimitri and Neil, but I feel like I've called Dimitri cute a bunch of times too. Don't know where Caine still ranks on my chart right now though. He has not taken Dimitri's spot. I don't think anyone could take Dimitri's spot. He's the most adorable fucking... He's just fucking adorable. His whole story is adorable. Like, there is no way no one can take his spot. Dimitri, number 1. Even, like... Even in Fire Emblem House, Three Houses, Dimitri in that game, #1. No one could take that spot. Yuri is a close second in that one. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.